into, I got a lot of energy tonight, and I felt like I had a message for everybody out there that might have had some difficulties, some heartbreak. It doesn't have to be in your love life. It could be heartbreak in your goals, heartbreak with something that you expected. So, you know, basically the moral of this message, the point of this message is, you know, we all got to understand that expectation is the mother of all heartbreak. So the more we expect, the more disappointed we get when things don't work out the way we want them to work out. So what we have to understand is, when you set a goal, when you set an expectation, you have to understand there's another side to the coin, right? There's another variable there that could go wrong in anything. I don't give a damn what it is. It could be love, it could be, you could get married, half marriages fail, half marriages succeed. It could be business. Hell, I don't even know what, I think it's over half of businesses fail. I don't know what the exact stat is, but what I'm saying is this. If we can learn to train ourselves to understand, right, that it's okay to have expectations and goals, because without them, we can't accomplish what we want, right? But we have to understand that with every expectation, you know, there is a percentage of the time that you are not going to get what you expect. There's a percentage of the time that you are not going to receive what you thought you were going to get, right? I mean, I don't care what it is. So, and if we're not mentally prepared for disappointment, failure, for our expectations not to be met, we have to train ourselves to say, all right, what am I willing to deal with? What am I willing to accept in this situation? I'm gonna give you a good analogy, metaphor analogy. You know, I'm a big sports guy. I love sports, and baseball was probably my favorite sport growing up. So when I think about baseball, a professional baseball player goes up to bat 10 times. Out of 10 times that a baseball player goes up to bat, 30% of the time he's going to fail. 70% of the time he's going to fail. That means he's going to go up to bat 10 times, and only 3 times is he going to be successful. In general, I'm seeing as an average, the best of the best, Hall of Famers only succeed 30% of the time. So they already know they're going to fail 70% of the time. So in other words, they go into it thinking, every time they go up the bat, I'm going to get a hit. But they know in the back of their mind that 70% of the time they're going to fail. So what does that mean? That means that the mindset is more powerful than what actually happens to you. Because if they went up to the bat, they know they're going to fail 70% of the time. But if they thought that before they went up the bat, chances are, you know, they wouldn't be very successful, because it's hard as hell failing 70% of the time. It's hard to fail 70%. If you know you want to fail 70% of it, it's hard if you're not mentally prepared for that. Your mindset has to be superior. So that's what I'm saying. Your expectations, you know, you can train your mindset by saying, all right, what is realistic here? Am I going to go up the bat 90%? 10 times I'm going to go hit 3 hits. I'm doing great at that point. Now, depending on what you're doing, depending on what you're, you know, expecting, what you're trying to conquer, you got to understand, what's the numbers? What is the expectation? What is a reasonable expectation? And go up to it. Don't think you're going to get 100% expectation. It's not going to happen. So, if you can tolerate some difficulties and some failures and still succeed as a baseball player 30% of the time, hell, we could all be successful. But most of us just are not willing to fail 70% of the time, or whatever the number is, based on what you're doing in your life. So, my point is this. We cannot expect to succeed 100% of the time, because what happens is, if we expectation is the mother of all heartbreak, right? So we gotta tame our expectations. We have to understand that X amount of times we're not gonna do well. X amount of times we are. You know, the dating game. You might if you're dating, right? I'm not single, but if I was, I know that shit. I might go up to, 10 possible dating people, women, right? And hell, 7 of them, maybe 8 of them might tell me no. Or maybe 5 of them. I don't know what the number is. But I gotta be cool with that number. I'll give you another example because I don't want to end on that because I might get myself beat up. Somebody gonna be happy. But so the point is that you gotta be cool with the number of times that it takes to get where you want to get, or the number of times that it's gonna take to get what you expect. Because nothing is 100%. Nothing is 100%. So if you're working for 100%, you will, and if you expect 100%, you will be disappointed. Everything in life is just attrition. You got to battle through the garbage, or battle through the nose, battle through the difficulties that come with success in order to get what you expect. Because the expectation can always be met. That ain't the issue. The issue is, are you willing to deal with the strenuous, setbacks that come with what you expect? If we can keep that in perspective, we could all be better off because of it. So it's really a matter of understanding. They don't teach us this, but it's just really a matter of just accepting that everything ain't gonna be perfect, everything won't be right, you ain't gonna hit everything on target, and it ain't gonna work out 100% of the time. And a lot of us were working for perfection, but there's no such thing. So really, that's what I wanted to talk about. If we don't have these unrealistic expectations of being right 100% of the time, it's okay to be unrealistic in terms of you gotta think massive, you gotta think outrageous, right? But you gotta understand that with that thought comes a lot of stuff in between, and you can never predict exactly what your numbers are going to be. You're never going to be able to figure out on point. It's not a science. It's okay to expect, but it's not a science. It's not exact on what you got to be flexible, ready to adjust, pivot, and change your game plan for whatever you think might work at that particular point in time. So that's really it. Thanks for watching my video. It's another Winning Edge episode with MTM, Mike the Motivator. I am on this speaking journey, and that's what this is about, is for me to speak and motivate. And even though right now with this pandemic, I cannot really look for these opportunities to speak in front of people and get compensated for, but right now I'm speaking to the people that are available with me on my page. So I'm thankful for that. I can continue to bring this to the table. And so that's what it's all about. I'll catch y'all later.